Hello everyone. In last lecture we have seen for loop with some of examples in it. In today's lecture we are solving some more example in Visual Studio 2015. So open the Visual Studio 2015. It takes some time to open. Okay, after that click on File, New and Project. So Visual C Sharp console application. Here we change its name with sum of number. So I write here sum number and here give add and click on OK. So here the console application is created. So here we first define some variable. So integer n and sum. Okay, integer n is used to take the limit from user. So here I write first we get the number from user. So I give message console dot write line, enter number. Okay, in this example if user enter 5, then we do the addition up to 5. It will start from 1 and up to 5. It will do the addition and give us the result. And that number we store in a variable n. So here n is equal to, first we convert it. So convert dot to int 16 and in bracket we give here the message console dot read line. Okay, we read that number and store it in a variable n. After that we use the for loop. So for here we use the variable integer I. Integer I, we start to do addition from number 1. So I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, and then we do the I plus plus. Okay, after that we have to do the addition of number. So it should be sum plus n, sorry, sum plus I, and that should be stored in variable. I store it in variable sum. So initially, so the value should be initialized something. So I write here sum is equal to 0. Okay, so initially we get the number from user. If user enter 5, then the for loop starts from here. I's value is 1, 1 less than or equal to 5, condition true. It will do the addition. The sum value of sum is 0, 0 plus 1, it's a 1. So now its value is 1. Now I's value increase by 1. Now it becomes 2. 2 less than 5, condition true. Then it do the addition. Now the sum's value is 1. 1 plus 2, 3. Now I's value increase again because of I plus plus. So it become 3. Again it check the condition. 3 less than 5, condition true. Then 3 plus 3, it's a 6. Like that it will do up to 4. And after that we want to print the values. So for printing we use console dot write line. The addition is, here we give the plus mark and sum, end it with semicolon, we print that result. The addition is sum. Okay, let's check the output. Before that we have to write console.readline. And we run the program. So here enter the number, for example 10. Oh, 10, and we get the addition is 55. Like that only. If we enter 20, then addition is 210. You can check it on calculator. Start from 1 to 20, add the numbers. Okay, so this is a simple program of for loop. Let's go to the 3D again. So next one is the nested loop. Nested means the loop inside the loop. So in that we use multiple for loops. Okay, so in C# we can use for loop inside another loop. It is known as the nested for loop. The inner loop is executed fully. Outer loop is executed one time. So if the outer loop and inner loop are executed three times, the inner loop will be executed three times for each outer loop. Let's see by example. So its syntax is this one. So for integer I is equal to 1, 1 less than 3, I plus plus. Here inside the for we again use for loop. For integer j is equal to 1, j less than 3, j plus plus. Initially the value of I is 1 and 1 less than 3, condition true. Then it goes to j loop. J's value is 1, 1 less than 3, condition true. Okay, so it will print 1 and 1. After that j's value get increased, now it becomes 2, but the i's value is as it is, that is 1. So it will print 1 and 2. After that j's value again increase, it become 3, and it will print 1 and 3. After that j's value increase by 1 because of j plus plus. So every time the increment perform because of this increment operator. Now the j's value become 4, and 4 less than 3, condition false. So it comes outside the loop, and now it increase the value of I. Now it becomes 2. So i's value is 2. It again check. Again j is equal to 1, j less than 3, condition true. So here it will print 2 and 1, 2 and 2, 2 and 3. After that i's value again increase by 1. Now 3, 1, 3, 2 and 3, 3. Let's see programmatically. So here new project console, and I change its name with nested 1. So here we just use two for loops. For integer I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 3, I plus plus. After that we write the j loop. So here we write the j loop for integer j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to 3, j plus plus. And we again open the curly brackets. Okay, here we print the value of I and j. So console dot write line. You can use write also. It will print on single line. For that we use write line. So it will print the result on next line. So here we give some space, and here I plus sign is used to concat. So here this space we concat to variable I and j, and after that we give the semicolon. And finally we write as it is console dot read line, and we run the program. So here is the output 1 1 1 2 and 1 3. So it will only print one value because here we write the console dot read line. It should be right outside the for loop. So it should be right here. Again we run the program, and here we get the output 1 1 1 2 1 3, 2 1 2 2 2 3, and 3 1 3 2 and 3 3. So for every value of I, J loop get execute. Initially it's a 1, and for that the J loop get execute. Then after it is 2, then J loop get execute. After it is 3, then J loop get execute. So this is the simple program of nested loop. We can print like star also. We can print matrix also. So suppose if you want to print matrix, for that it's a 3 by 3 matrix. Here also we get the matrix. Yes, it's a matrix, right? So we can print the matrix also. Here we print ij. Just instead of here we write right instead of write line, and here we write console dot read line. So it will come on a next line. So console dot write line, and so it will come on a next line. Okay, just check the output. Here we get the matrix, but 1 1 1 2. So what happened with this? Oh, so it print like in a matrix format. We can print the pyramid structure also. Suppose that if we want to print like this, let's see on a notepad. Suppose we want a star, then 2 stars, then 3 stars, then 4 stars, and finally the 5 stars. We can print like that also. Okay, so let's see how it is. So here new project, I write here program name star with for, so star underscore for. So this is the new program. For that we require I and j only. So here I write for integer I equal to 1, I less than, suppose that if you want to create the 5 stages pyramid, so here we write the condition for I equal to 1, I less than 5 and I plus plus. Here again we use for loop for j is equal to 1, j less than or equal to 5 and j plus plus. Okay, after that, so here we should write I, because I will explain you later why we use I here. So after that we just print console dot write, we print star, and when it prints we have to come outside the loop. So here right line. So and after for loop we write console dot read line. We run the program. Oh, there are some errors. J does not. So here we have to specify its data type, integer j. It print on a single line because here we use a write line. So whenever it will print, it will comes on a new line. So we use, and here we use console dot write line. slash n. So after print it, it will comes on a new line. So here we get the output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how it comes? So initially we start with 1 to 5. So i's value 1 to 5. After that we use here j is equal to 1, j less than I, because we want to print here 1 star, then 2 star, then 3 star. So j loop should be run up to a particular limit. So here when we want to print first star, at that time i's value is 1, j's value is also 1. So j is less than or equal to I, condition true, it will print single star. Okay, then j's value increase by 1, it becomes 2. So let's see how it works on notepad. So I open here notepad, let's do it here. I, j and output. Okay, so initially i's value 1, j's value also 1, and we will print here single star. Okay, after that i's value 1 and j's value become 2. So here 2 less than or equal to 1, condition false, it come outside the line and come on a new line, because we use the console dot write line. Now again i's value increase by 1 and now it becomes 2. So j's value is 1 at that time, and it will print single star. After that i's value is as it is 2, but j's value increase by 1, 2 less than or equal to, condition satisfy, so it will print 2 star, right? Because 1 star is already printed, now it print again 1. I then i's value is 2 again and j's value become 3. So 3 is less than 2, condition false, it will not print anything. Then again i's value increase by 1, it becomes 3, and j's value become 1. So it will print 1 star. Same for 3 and 2, it will print one more star. So now there are 2 stars, so I write here 2 star. Then 3 and 3, it will print 3 stars. After that 3 and 4, it will not print anything because here condition false. Again i's value become 4, this is 1, it will print single star. Then 4 and 2, it will print 2 star. Then 4 and 3, it will print star, now it becomes 3 stars. 4 and 4, it will print 4 star. And finally 4 and 5, it will not print anything. After that we start with the 5, i's value become 5, so 1, it will print 1 star. Then i's value is 5, j's value is 2, it will print 2 star. 5 and 3, it will print 3 star. And 5 and 4, it will print 4 star. Oh. Finally 5 and 5, it will print 5 star. Okay, then again i's value increase by 6 and condition false, it comes outside the loop and it will write console dot read line. So if we want to print opposite, so 5 star first, then 4, then 2, then we change the loop only here. I's value is 5, I greater than or equal to 1, and I minus minus, because it's a reverse loop. So j's value is 1 and j is less than 5, so it will print up to 5 times this one. Then 4, then it will print 4 times. Then it will become 3 times it will print. 2 times 2 will print, and 1 time it will print 1. Let's see the output. So here we get the desired output. So using nested, we can do program like this. It will consider it as a row and column. So this is the row and this is the column. Okay. Next one. Next one is the infinite loop. Infinite loop, there is no termination condition. So here in this example, the loop control using this statement. If we write the statement like this, so here we open. Here we write for integer I equal to 1, I less than 5, I plus plus. So this is the I less than 5 is a termination condition. So I loop start with 1, then after increment it will come 2, then increment it will become 3, then 4. But when it become 5, it comes outside the loop because it has a termination condition. And if there is no termination condition, then it is called as the infinite loop. We cannot control that loop. So let's see simple example of it. I change its name with infinite. Okay, and here I write the program for, here we do not enter any condition. Okay, and after that I print here infinite loop end with semicolon, run the program. So it will infinite time it will print the statement because it does not have termination condition. To terminate it, we press Control plus C. Okay, so this is the infinite loop where it infinitely print because it does not have any termination key. So here we end with the for statement. In next lecture we are going to see while loop. Okay, if you have any doubt, let me know now, or you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. Okay, so thank you for watching.